We hadn't been here for 6 months, and when you leave a house for that long, things don't just stay the same. This is the side of renovating a home in Greece that people don't always see, because when you're not here, everything slowly starts to go backwards. And this is what happened when we left our Greek island house for 6 months. Okay, we arrived here now 24 hours ago, and we've had a pretty chaotic 24 hours, to be honest. The big problem that we had was we had no power here, and we haven't been getting electric bills for some reason. Probably the main reason is because we don't actually have an address here. This is a village that with a community of houses that just have names, but we don't actually have any kind of address or a street name. So I don't know where our bills have been going, but we haven't been getting them, and we've had no easy way to pay them online. We went down to the electric company as soon as we found out that we had a problem, paid the bill, and then they said, we just got to phone this number, gave us the number, and then they'll come and reconnect the electric. We phoned the number over and over again. It just kept saying we had the wrong number. Eventually the call went through, and they said, well, we've got to wait we could potentially have to wait up to 2 days to connect the electric. So we stayed last night in complete darkness. It was a bit rough, to be honest. On the positive side, it shouldn't happen again because the electric company now have an app. So the next time a bill is due, we should just be able to pay it all easily through the app. But I'm going to give you a little walk around now to show you what we came back to. Now, the garden is nice and tidy because we found a gardener. A guy messaged us on Instagram a while ago and told us what his services were. Seemed like he offered a pretty competitive rate, so we said, can you come down and go take a look at the garden, see how much it would cost to clear. So we have a pretty nice garden now. We've got some lemons on this lemon tree that we've not had before. Well, we've had a few, but not like this. So although it's been a pretty rough winter over here, it's been a lot of rain and quite a few storms, we are now in possession of a lemon tree with an abundance of lemons. So we're going to take as many of those home as we can and try and do something with them. Some of them look absolutely beautiful. Look at this colour of that. Absolutely gorgeous. It looks like it's going to be a decent olive season as well this year because all of these tiny little seeds here, well, they're going to turn into olives, and there are thousands of them. Last year was a pretty rough season for olives here. I don't think anybody really harvested the trees at all because there wasn't really even much to get off the trees. So anyway, the garden looks nice. Now I'm just going to spin you around so you can have a little look yourself. So this is our entrance off the road. Here's our sign that we painted, looking a bit rough and in need of repainting. But as you can see, gardener's done an absolutely incredible job clearing the land, so we didn't have to come back to that huge mess. Now, this bottle brush tree here absolutely comes to life around this time of year with the red flowers come out on it, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. These are the problems that you have when you don't maintain the house over the winter. If you're not here, as we're not, everything. I mean, I painted everything bright white 5 months ago, and now it looks like I never even did it in the first place. But it's only paint, nothing major. And look at this, absolutely stunning collection of peace lilies there. That is deep, and they're tall. Like, this is, I don't know, almost 5 foot tall, probably. Absolutely beautiful. Bunch of rubble over there that we still need to clear at some point. Sadly, this wall is looking a bit sorry for itself, as is the bottom of the windows there. Anyway, not the end of the world. More peace lilies here. Looks absolutely stunning. All of our stonework has been corrupted by weeds, so we're going to need to spend some time clearing that and probably dump another bunch of stones on if we haven't got time to do some crazy paving. Sadly, our crazy paving has taken a hit. The mortar joints here were a nice crisp white. Now they're just covered in mould. I guess it's just rained repeatedly and the sun hasn't been out to dry them out, to dry it out, and yeah, it's just sat and kind of rotted. So everything's looking a bit sorry for itself, and we now are in possession of a pond rather than a swimming pool. So we're probably, I'm in two minds what to do about that. I might fish out some of the filth. I don't know what to do, to be honest. I mean, we've only got a few days here right now, so we're going to have to pick and choose what jobs we tackle. I really want to get this paving done, though, because we spent a heck of a lot of time and effort on this, and now it just looks like we never even did it in the first place. The shed still holding up well. Looks nice and bright and colourful. Down the side here still looks nice. Back of the house still looks fairly bright and vibrant. So that's where we are. Sun's out, it's about 20 degrees. It's a nice temperature. It's a nice time of year to get outdoor jobs done. Let's start cracking on with some jobs. I'm going to hit the patio. Joe's going to do some tidying up inside. And then, hopefully, hopefully the place should start coming back to life. Fingers crossed. Let's get cracking.
We can work it out. This is how we can work it out.
So as you can see, these joints are coming up pretty nicely. The white is coming back through, and this is just after one go over it. So after a couple of hits with the pressure washer and maybe some patio cleaning detergent or something that we don't have right now, but you know, we could go and get some. Hopefully we are back to what we looked like in the summertime. But yeah, having a property and leaving it for this length of time, you're gonna get stuff like this happen, particularly when you're surrounded by trees and dust and yeah, just generally a bit of a grubby environment. I mean, it looks beautiful, but it does bring some filth with it. So anyway, let's crack on. I'm happy with this so far.
This is how we can work it out.
On the ovens that you never use, that they're dirty.
I'd rather not be doing this job, but there are many more jobs more satisfying than pressure washing. We can get somewhere really quickly. It's about half an hour and we've got probably half of the patio, maybe a little bit more done. So another half an hour and we should be looking a lot better than when we arrived. All right, it's all coming back to life now after a couple of hours of cleaning inside and outside. Patio is beginning to look a lot brighter. Something that you don't realise is how much, or you don't think about when you first start a project like this, is how much time you actually spend just trying to prevent yourself from going backwards. Like, you do a bunch of work, and then if you're not maintaining it regularly, it takes no time at all before you feel like you're back to square one again. But these are the challenges you have to overcome, and you have to try and overcome them without getting stressed out, which isn't always easy. But it doesn't take long until everything's starting to look nice. bright and fresh again. We're going to head to the shop now to get some dinner and see if we can squeeze in a couple more jobs before we crash out later. Returning after months away has never been easy, but to be honest, we don't expect it to be. Houses don't look after themselves. They need constant care and regular maintenance to keep Mother Nature at bay. This is now the 3rd year at our Greek home, and sometimes we need to ground ourselves by stepping away and heading to a place that reminds us of exactly why we're on this journey together.
This is take 2 because we just did this, but Chris didn't press record.
I'm having
again.
a real dumb day. I'm having a dumb year, to be honest. I've done some real stupid things this year, and we just done a whole chat to the camera about what we're up to right now for 3 or 4 minutes, and it didn't record. So here we are again. We are strolling along Kalamaki, feeling a tiny bit despondent because we've been here a while now, and we've just been sort of putting right everything that went wrong over the winter, jobs that we've already done. Talking about how we're going to do them again.
Yeah, we're trying to find foolproof is probably an idiot's way of thinking, but ways that things are going to get less damaged over the winter months so that when we return in early spring, we're not basically redoing everything that we did the season before, because it's really hard.
Yeah, it's hard to move forward. When you're just chasing your tail all the time.
Yeah, and we're not being negative, we're not feeling sorry for ourselves being on a Greek island, but it is a little bit like,
yeah,
it's a bit of a punch in the gut, keep doing the same stuff over and over again when you can see things that you really need to do to move forward.
It's true, we've had enough punches in the guts over the last couple of decades between us, haven't we? But anyway, we're trying to be positive, so we're currently discussing plans to make life easier, as we always do, but
new ways forward, new ideas to improve things.
Yeah, I mean, no one gave us a guidebook when we started this, and part of our journey and part of sharing and talking about all this is to possibly help anyone out who may be thinking about doing this in the future, and just, preparing you for what's to come, because winters are brutal in these places. I guess when you live in England, you think you're the only one having a rough winter, but they're having just as bad over here, aren't they?
Yeah.
You get storms, torrential rain, horrendous wind that rips everything up. Anyway.
That's what we're doing.
We're trying to figure it all out, aren't we?
Yeah.
And this is where we're figuring it out.
At the beach.
Our local beach, Kalamaki. As the sun's on its way down, although it's still quite high in the sky.
Do you know, this is where we made our very first YouTube video.
That's true. Anyway,
This exact beach.
going to carry on our walk, keep discussing how we move forward without moving backwards too much more.
Yeah. And I'm really hoping Chris has recorded this.
The red light's flashing.
Yay!
So, despite not being able to get Villa Sweet William looking as good as it did last summer, on this visit, we've made plenty of progress, and it won't take long before we've fully recovered from the harsh winter and are able to move on to new projects. We'll be thinking about how to winterproof this house even more before the end of summer. So if you have any tips, tricks or advice, we'd really love to hear from you.
We can work it out.